Aloha, everybody, and welcome to part 12 of Sonic Unleashed. We have certainly gone through a whole bunch of Spagonia Werehog level. But we're out, and now Professor Pickle has given us an Uncanny Camera. Oh, thanks.
Check me out! Yes, this is so much fun! I love it!
Hey, what's the big idea?
Look at that! I really know how to dance! Come on, babe, let's dance the night away! Yes, this is so much fun!
Whoa! Is there some kind of party going on?
Look at that!
No, something's not right here. Ah, it's a carnival of creeps out there.
What the hell, Sonic? They just want to dance. What's wrong with a little dancing? Why do you gotta be Captain Buzzkill? Anywho, this mission's simple. All you have to do is beat up these 4 monsters, and that's pretty much it. We've opened up a whole series of side quests, ladies and gentlemen. The camera we got from Professor Pickle can be used to instigate all of these nighttime battles where you exorcise the demons from the villagers in all the different cities. So, yeah, that's a thing.
Huh? What was I just doing? Hey! Wait up!
Just now. Was that Sonic?
Ah, that should calm things down a bit around here. Chalk another one up for Sonic.
You know Sonic?
Of course. He was here just a moment ago.
Tell me what's happened to him. Please, tell me everything you know.
I'll happily explain everything over a plate of cucumber sandwiches.
I've never had cucumber sandwiches. I don't know how they taste, but the way Professor Pickle keeps raving about them, they must be pretty damn swell. So again, I've just opened up a huge chain of side quests. The Uncanny Camera is used to go to certain villagers who are very pessimistic, very depressing, who have like these little purple like smoke clouds hanging above their head when you talk to them. You know, they're like the Sonic fan base. Just nothing pleases them, and they're all pessimistic and whatnot. So, you know, and not those smoke heads. That's like blue, and it's daytime. They don't appear in the daytime. That guy's just stressed because his son's missing. He's a bad parent. And if he just looks in the alleyway to the left of him, or to the right of him, he'd find his son, because let's go over here. Oh, here he is. That was hard. Come on. They're talking to each other, for God's sake. You'd think he would have heard them. But anywho, the side quest you've opened up is basically at nighttime when you're the Werehog. You can save certain people and get some experience out of the fights, I guess. And when you save everyone in the world from being possessed by the demons, you can get an achievement and or a trophy for your Xbox 360/PlayStation 3. And that's pretty much it. It's really not necessary to finish the game. It's not like you have to save all the villagers before you can move on to the next continent or anything. It's totally just a side thing. You don't have to do it. But it is there if you want to. I probably won't be doing it too much in this playthrough. You know, the way I see it, when I restore the Earth and bring everything back to normal, when Dark Gaia has disappeared, well then all the people will be safe then. Till then, they just want to dance in the streets, you know? They just want to kick into their Saturday Night Fever instincts and act like John Travolta. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having a little bit of boogie nights going on in this world? I don't know. No matter the package, you're still my Sonic. Sonic! Yeah, that's great. Get away! But every time you finish the levels that Professor Pickle told you to go back to Professor Pickle and he will explain where you need to go next. Like, even if you know where to go next, it won't open up until you go to Professor Pickle. It's kind of the one annoying thing about the gameplay about this thing, is that you do a level, and then you go back to Spagonia to talk to Pickle. You do some levels, and then you go back to Spagonia to talk to Professor Pickle. Then you do some levels, and then you go back to Professor Pickle. And it's just like, I don't know why we have to keep going back to this dude. You think he should just tell us where all the temples are now, or I don't know. But apparently a temple's shown up in Chun-nan, and you know what that means? More Werehog. Oh god! Because it's the best part of this game! It never overstays its welcome at all. It's totally not getting in the way of this fantastic experience or anything. But good news! We're going to Chun-nan. Chun-nan is a completely new continent. We've never been here before, and it's basically not China of the Sonic universe. So how about that? It's very oriental. Very nice waterfalls, some temples, some lanterns. It's a very swell place, and once again, gotta gush about it again, because, you know me, the soundtrack is so good. I love this theme in this hub world so much. I know, broken record, I don't care. I'm just telling you how I feel, damn it. So unfortunately, things are not quite all right here in Chun-nan, aka not China, because apparently the village elder is gone, and everyone's panicky and they don't know how to react to this. Cause where did the elder go? I don't know. Maybe he went to go check out that temple. Moon medal's here, and the other moon medal is right in the water, going to the left over there. So don't worry, this water's not deep. Sonic can walk through this no problem. At least this isn't like Sonic 06 where you walk in water that deep and he just, like, falls over dead for no reason. Ah! I can't swim in knee-high water! Ah! So is Chun-nan, like, supposed to be the whole continent, or is it just this one particular city or village? Because that's a weird statement to say. Welcome to Chun-nan. It's like going to a specific spot and they're like, welcome to China. Maybe it happens. I don't know. I'm an idiot. But don't worry, folks. Sonic the Hedgehog is a hero. And if this village elder has disappeared and everyone's worried about him, then we shall go and save him, since he's going to the place that we were already going to anyway. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. I mean, we're not selfish or anything. You notice in dialogue, sometimes Sonic can choose what to say in conversations. It doesn't really affect too much. It's just like an alternate, answer to things. It's not quite as... It's pretty much, I don't know, it's kind of the same as Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, I guess. I mean, in Sonic Chronicles, you can just be like the biggest of dicks. You could just be like, asshole Sonic is just like, I'm not here to help you, screw you guys. I'm just trying to fix my werewolf condition, okay? I hate having blue arms. Pretty soon they're gonna put a scarf on me, and then everyone's gonna lose their minds, and it's crazy. Again, the level we have to go to next, we can't go to the daytime Chun-nan level quite yet. Even if we have the amount of medals required to play it, they want you to play levels in certain order. And I wish it wasn't that way. I wish they just grouped in all the continents one by one, Where, like, if you play nighttime Spagonia, then you play daytime Spagonia right afterwards. That's how it should be, but it's not like that. So, we gotta go through yet more Werehog. And this Gaia Gate area is pretty open, pretty wide. A lot of bamboo trees. Once again, yes, that's our destination, right over there. But I'm still looking out for the moon and sun medals, and you can even find stuff like the VHS tapes and whatnot, so it's always a good idea to look around, and yeah. I know, 9 minutes into the video, we haven't gone to a new level yet. I'm sorry. That's just the way this game is, It's a very slow-paced kind of game. The hub worlds sort of get in the way of everything. Not much I can do about that. I find it funny, I got requests for Sonic Unleashed for, like, the longest friggin' time. When I finished, like, Sonic Rivals 2, people were like, oh, Sonic Unleashed must be next! And I was like, no. You clearly don't remember the Dark Age of Sonic, or you clearly aren't as big a Sonic fan as I am, because no. The amount of games released in the 2005 to 2008 era, oh god. Sonic is a whore. He needs to stop coming out with games every fucking second. If Sonic took a break right now, I would totally welcome it, you know? You got people who are like, it's been 2 years since Mega Man 10, back in 2012. And fuck, Capcom hates Mega Man. And then you get, like, Sonic franchise, and it's like, no, you know what? Take 2 years off. Take 2 years after Lost World, please. Because, my god, it's an overload. There's too much. Just oversaturating the market with all this stuff. Here, right there, I just picked up a pick-me-up. It's a herbal tea and medicine, whatever. There's all kinds of teas that you can find throughout all the different villages and continents, and they're just a side quest thing for the Chun-nan area. But anywho, folks, we're going to the first Werehog level, and there's going to be a special guest, so let's get into it. Let's introduce him, why not? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so now we're at Dragon Road Night Stage, and once again, it's a Werehog stage, so that means I brought in a special guest to help me because I just can't talk about this on my lonesome. Introduce yourself, good sir.
Well, hi there, everyone. You might know me as that Bing guy that Clement mentioned in a previous video.
Nobody knows what they're talking about.
Damn it. Foiled again. No, I am SSF 1971, but some people know me as Donnie. Depends on how you prefer to call me. I don't really care. And I'm the ambassador and news reporter of this little site. You might know it. It's called Sonic Paradox.
And that place is responsible for the Sonic Shorts volumes, right?
Yep, they are responsible for Seaside Denied. I feel so bad for the people who commented on your Seaside Hill videos for Heroes playthrough. We're sorry.
That came out after my Sonic Heroes playthrough. I've never seen those comments. I don't tend to follow a lot of the older videos when it comes to comments, because I've uploaded 1,000 videos now. I'd have to be batshit crazy to read, like, every comment of every old video now.
Yeah, like, I actually saw the LP of Heroes not too long ago, your LP of Heroes, and I didn't actually see that much in the way of comments for Seaside Denied, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Because we did.
I chalk it up to the fact that that game. I did that playthrough before that video came out, but.
Yeah. So welcome to our Heroes LP.
I'm not doing a Team Dark playthrough. Get over it. But speaking of the dark, here we are at Sonic Unleashed in the nighttime stages. And Donnie, what is your experience with Sonic Unleashed? Did you play both versions? Did you play the Wii and Xbox versions, or are you just the HD version?
My story with Unleashed actually started up around 2008. Around the same time that you and Johnny had your stories for Unleashed. You know.
Well, that's when the game came out.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. The game came out in 2008. I'm sorry, forever ruined. No, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But my story with Unleashed actually started in 2008 as well. When I actually started following the game, and I started actually getting in touch with the modern games, because Unleashed was actually the very first modern Sonic game I played. Made one anyway.
Really?
Yeah. When I actually played, well, yeah. When it comes to my connection with the Sonic games, my entire history, my entire childhood was pretty much just Sonic 2 and Sonic Spinball. That was it. And it went all the way into...
The best games.
Oh, yeah.
This is happening.
Oh, God, it's that again. I guess we should explain for those who aren't actually...
No, it's a line from Sonic Adventure 1. That's all we need to explain.
That, and it's a running gag from my podcast show, because coincidentally, the most recent episode hadn't had Clement on. So...
Publicity!
Yeah! We're even now.
Go check it out. There's going to be links in the description, you subscribers of mine.
Yeah.
I am nothing but a whore.
But I thought that was Rouge.
You know, I actually got a lot of comments from my Sonic 06 review where people were actually kind of offended I called Rouge a whore, and I was just like, it's a joke! I don't actually think Rouge is someone who has sex with lots of people.
Yeah. And if that's how they feel about Rouge, then they really will hate how we at Sonic Paradox portray Rouge then.
she's a character who with cleavage, and her chest's clothing is in the shape of a heart. She's kind of a seductress, sultry, seducing kind of character. I'm sorry, it was a joke. I don't think Rouge is a whore.
Yeah, we just think she's a bat who's a shiny Pokemon.
Oh my god. Is Zubat white? Is that what it was?
I hope not. I don't actually know, but if it is, I'm just going to collapse in pure hilarity if that is the case.
If you throw a Pokeball at Sonic and his friends, can you catch them? And would Sonic get mind wiped and like brainwashed so that he would have to listen to the Pokemon trainer? That's what I want to know.
Gotta speed 'em up, Sonic Mon.
I understand for Pokemon they just bond with the trainer because you caught them, so they're faithful to you. But I call that brainwashing, okay?
Yeah, and we've already seen enough brainwashing from Sonic Pinball Party and yeah, that obscure game, you know.
Yeah, everyone's played that one.
Yeah, I mean, bro, did you even oh my god, the graphics,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was part 12, but Donnie will be back to talk some more in part 13.